Nick Walker's progress during the New York Pro that took place a couple of weeks ago. Personally, I think it's going to be difficult when he faces Derek, because Derek has no waist at all. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to today's episode. Now, I usually like to go back to these big events after the hype has gone down, because usually when Nick won, there's obviously a lot of emotion. And people, most of the time, especially even a guy like me, I'm a huge Nick Walker fan, and I would oversee the flaws or let's say the shortcomings because I'm just so happy of what happened. You know, it was a great comeback from a hamstring injury, especially that I actually wanted to go to the Olympia in 2023 and watch him battle Derek Lunsford. I actually canceled my tickets because Nick Walker wasn't going. So I am a huge fan of Nick Walker, but I would like to revisit if he is actually getting better or is he getting worse, and does he actually have a shot at the title at the 2024 Mr. Olympia, taking down Derek Lunsford, Hadi Choopan, Samson Dauda. Now, let's start. I would like to go back and start at the Pittsburgh Pro guest posing. Let's take a look at this clip together. So the first thing you notice as he pops up, let's pause right here, is the midsection. It does look massive. Not in a good way, obviously, because it's a midsection. Nick Walker has that very good ability where he tightens everything up, but still you can see there is significant growth in his midsection. His back has grown, his arms are grown. I think his legs from the front looked the same back then. From the side, hamstrings have grown. Waist is still bigger. Side chest, as good as always. When he turns to the back, personally, one of the best back double bicep shots after Derek Lunsford, in my opinion. And the waist does not look as bad as from the front. It actually looks kind of small. Very nice V-taper from the back lat spread. Turns again to the front, and as you can see, most muscular. Overall, huge. Now, let's go back to New York Pro. And there are two angles here that we're going to go through. We're going to go through the live footage from the website, and then we're going to go through the Jill's production with the HD footage. So this is what we're seeing live. Again, midsection starts off wide, but then he tightens up really well. And let's pause right here at the front double bicep. Boom, pause as soon as he flexes his abs. Legs look insane. Back width, I think his back has been brought up. Now people argue, is it better when he flexes his abs or he flexes his torso? But he's not doing that now. From the side, waist doesn't look as big as at the Pittsburgh Pro guest posing. Hamstrings are huge, legs are big, everything is full. I mean, to be honest, as a bodybuilder, you judge from each pose individually. And so far, look at that back shot. Insane. Rear lat spread, huge taper to the waist, and the waist actually does not look big at all. And he's keeping it tight through the... Now, when you pause right here, I'm not sure if the problem here is the waist or the lighting behind him from the New York Pro sign. But there is a discrepancy between his upper body and his lower body. I think his upper body overpowers his lower body slightly, and it could be the size of the obliques and the width of the waist, especially in this shot. Again, even when he flexes his legs, you can see kind of the posing trunks hides under the obliques, and then he usually tightens up, and it doesn't really show when he hits the pose. Look at that most muscular. When he hits the pose, you don't really see of the waist. It only shows when he's kind of in transitioning or getting ready to hit a pose. Now we're gonna go to the HD version of the Jill's production. Same thing. But here, now see here when he's doing the front relaxed, you can kind of see that his waist has gone a little bit wider. See, it doesn't show that much when he's in full flexed pose. Turns to the side. He has good control over the waist. Side chest looks really good. Hamstrings have grown. I can see that. Dense hamstrings. Nice glutes. I love his back double bicep shot. I would say arguably him, Derek Lunsford, top back double bicep shots at the Mr. Olympia. Easy. Both him and Derek. Waist looks good from the side. Always looks good from the side. Here, again, the same pose where he's getting ready to flex his legs. Flexes his legs, and then when his arms are kind of up, you can see the waist actually looking quite big. I think personally this can hurt him. If there was a way that he could hide that, I'm sure he would save a lot of points being removed or added, since it's the other way around in bodybuilding, the more points you have, or the lesser the score, the better. And I think the more points you have, these are the flaws. And I think he could save a lot of that if he hit that. But then he hits the most muscular. The second he tightens his waist, it doesn't really show anymore. It's just during the transitions. So even here, when he has his hand over his quads and doing the most muscular like that, it doesn't look too bad. It's just when he's kind of letting it go. All right, so this is another angle that a fan took. A little bit from the side. As you can see, when he goes down to his knees, his waist looks really nice. He does have a good waist from the side. I think it's because of the development of the obliques. Front double bicep looks amazing when he's, lowered down. Slight losing control over the waist, but when he gets up, he pulls it back right away. Personally, I think it's going to be difficult when he faces Derek, because Derek has no waist at all. I mean, look at this front double bicep. Derek's waist is just gone, vacuumed, lats. I mean, the back, believe it or not, the back, they're very similar in size. They're very similar even in kind of the shape and the height and everything. And even in the back, they both look very impressive from the back. So the back looks good from the front and the back for both of them. We can argue that Nick's legs has some kind of a better advantage because I feel that they're longer than Derek's. Or maybe they're not showing properly in this picture, but I feel there's something about Nick Walker's legs that are slightly edging out over Derek Lunsford, but Derek Lunsford's physique has a better flow considering how the waist is smaller and everything kind of pops up that much bigger. Now, when we look at the progression of Nick Walker over the years in the most muscular pose, so we have the Arnold Classic in 2021, Mr. Olympia 2022, Arnold Classic 23, and New York Pro 2024. I think, first of all, he's posing better, the most muscular shot in the New York Pro 2024. The legs, I think, are kind of similar in the 2023 and 2024. They have improved from 2022 and 2021. The shoulders and the arms, I think, have improved as well. But again, that could be the pose itself. When I look at the chest in 2021, looks more conditioned, could be the tan, actually could be the condition. Looks a little bit more conditioned in 2021. But then again, you see the arms and the details like the brachialis is popping a lot more. And this could be because he added a lot more muscle. Where do I see him in 2024 Olympia? I personally think that he would easily beat Samson Dauda because of Samson's lack of conditioning. However, I do find him struggling passing by Hadi Choopan because Hadi will show up crisp. Hadi is angry this year. He is coming in angry to hopefully, for him, win his title. I would bet on Derek again, reclaim the title. I just don't think Hadi's frame can add that much more muscle or aesthetic to the added muscle. I think he's just like maxed out. Similar to Sean Clarida at the 212. I see Nick Walker probably catching a third place, strictly because Hadi will be more dense and conditioned. I would have Nick Walker on the back shots, but again, things could change. I see Derek winning again. That's my personal opinion, only because I don't see that much improvement between 2023 and 2024, and he's already competed. Can he have time to add that much more muscle in those few months? Maybe. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Where will Nick Walker place at the 2024 Mr. Olympia? And are you going? That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you on the next episode.